From the University of Alabama, this is Crimson Tide Today. It's a daily update on Bama sports, and it's brought to you by the Good Feet Store, helping people get back to the life they love without their feet getting in the way. Start your journey at goodfeet.com. Hello again, everybody. I'm Roger Hoover. As we get ready for Saturday's SEC Championship game in football, here are final thoughts from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Kalen DeBoer.
What's your final word to the fan base?
SEC Championship, here we come, and guys are excited about the journey we've been on, and like I said, their job, according to them, the job's not done, and I love that. And we're giving everything we have to have a great Saturday. We know it's not going to be easy, but we're gonna give everything we have, just like we have all year.
I'll have more in a moment.
This is Christian Miller for the Good Feet Store. I know from playing football at Alabama and in the NFL that if you have foot, knee, hip, or back pain, it can be a huge challenge. The Good Feet Store is designed to personally fit you with arch supports that alleviate and even eliminate your pain altogether. Try them before you buy them. They're in your free, no obligation, personalized fitting, and you can wear them home the same day. So if you're looking to improve your game, the Good Feet Store has you covered. Stop in for a free, personalized fitting today. Roll to victory at goodfeet.com. That's goodfeet.com. Roll Tide.
We've got you covered for Alabama football in the 2025 SEC Championship game on Saturday. Our radio coverage across the network will begin at noon Central, followed by the 3 p.m. kickoff from Atlanta. You can listen on our full radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as watch the booth cam presented by Regions Bank, streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Crimson Tide Today is brought to you by the Good Feet Store. Crimson Tide Today is a production of the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Sure, Valley Equipment Rental takes care of the homeowner and his needs, but how about the pros out there? Well, Valley Equipment has the big stuff as well. The equipment you need to get any job done. I'm talking about the big track hoe excavators, from the 30,000-pound mid-size one to the big boy 50,000-pound units. Need a dozer on the job? Well, they've got them up to 105 horsepower, and that's a good-sized machine. Plus, Valley Equipment has more lifts than anyone around. Up to 80-foot booms that reach 56 feet with a 10,000-pound capacity. 2 locations, North and South Parkway. Check them out today.
You've been paying on that life insurance policy for years, but maybe you don't really need it anymore, or it's gotten a bit too expensive. Well, before you just let it expire, let Neighbors Insurance Solutions share with you some alternatives that you haven't considered. Don't throw away something that still may have great value for you. If you want to learn more about what Neighbors Insurance Solutions can do for you, call 256-763-7693. A death benefit could be a life benefit. Learn more at 256-763-7693.
Firehawk Aerospace is a non-traditional defense contractor advancing the state of propulsion to strengthen the U.S. Defense Initiative. Founded in 2019, Firehawk Aerospace established early leadership in manufactured propulsion with the development of 3D printed hybrid rocket fuel grains. Visit firehawkaerospace.com to learn more. That's firehawkaerospace.com.
Hold your block until the whistle blows.
From SEC Media Days to the National Championship game.
This was a great team win.
We are 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Monsters, Inc. Tap into the awesome power of cheer as Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert put on a display for the ages. Monsters.
WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. This hour is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Welcome into this Friday edition of The Drive. Wes Neighbors, Steve Moulton here with you. We will have a Pick 2 Friday, but certainly some somber news coming out of the Southeastern Conference office today with the passing of Roy Kramer at the age of 96. Was the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference from 1990 to 2002, and had a chance to visit with the former even when he was former commissioner as well as being a current commissioner back in the day. And there is it feels oddly appropriate that it is the day before the SEC football championship game because of his stamp, frankly, on this game of the SEC football championship game, and was a coach as well back in the day, an administrator, and certainly, as we all know, commissioner. And thoughts and prayers there to the family of Commissioner Kramer, who passed away again at the age of 96. Got a busy night ahead for you, and honestly, a busy weekend for you. Let me try to set the table as best I can. We are walking you up to the American Athletic Conference Championship game, otherwise known as the last stand of John Summerall, as Tulane is playing host to North Texas. And going into the game, taking a look at the Vegas odds, North Texas opened up as a 3-point favorite. They're now a 1.5-point favorite. And the playoffs are still on the line there for the Tulane Green Wave, potentially, if things fall a certain way. Then coming up tomorrow, it's the SEC championship game. That line opened up at 1.5 for the Georgia Bulldogs. And how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4 different books have Georgia right now as a 2.5-point favorite. Now, the ESPN research folks gives you all these stats that I'm sure you're going to hear on game day tomorrow. I thought I'd jump them and at least read some of this stuff to you if you might find this interesting. I hope you do. If you'd like to call in, you can do so at 256-576-4977 is the telephone number. Ooh, my favorite kind of calls, the spam calls. Alabama leads the series with Georgia, and the first meeting came back in 1895. Alabama leads the overall series 45 wins to 26 losses and 4 ties. Georgia has lost 10 of the last 11 games against Alabama, and Kirby Smart is 1-7 against the Crimson Tide. I bet you knew that. The one win, say it with me, the 2022 CFP National Championship game, of which we were up there, and it was very, very cold up there in Indianapolis. Since 2020, Georgia is 1-5 versus Alabama and 71-3 against all other teams. Now, for the Crimson Tide, they're making their 16th appearance in the SEC championship game, the most of any program in the conference, in the Southeastern Conference. For Georgia, this is the 13th time that the Dogs are in the SEC championship game. That is now tied with Florida for second most of any program. Alabama is seeking its 12th win in the SEC championship game, which would snap a tie with Oklahoma for the most by any school from any conference. Alabama has won 9 straight conference games, tied with Clemson and Oklahoma for the longest streaks all time. Now, keep in mind, these are inside championship games. Of course, Clemson and the ACC. For Oklahoma, that was, of course, back in the Big 12 days. This is the 5th straight trip for the Dogs in the SEC championship game, matching Florida's 5 straight from 1992 to 1996 when the head ball coach was down there in Gainesville. For the longest streak in SEC history, the Bulldogs will now have played in 8 of the past 9 SEC championship games, winning the title in 2017 over the Auburn Tigers, a team that was led by Kerryon Johnson. 2022 over LSU, and 2024 last year in overtime over the Texas Longhorns. This is the 5th meeting between Alabama and Georgia inside the SEC championship game. That is second most of the conference matchups, only behind, again, say it with me, Alabama and Florida, who have met 10 times, while Georgia and LSU have met 5 times in the SEC championship game. Some other notes that I thought was interesting. Let me scroll down a little bit more. In the 24-21 win that Alabama had in the regular season of a game in which I was at, mandated, the Tide went 13 of 19 on third downs, including starting the game with 8 straight third down conversions. Georgia's 68% on third down conversion percentage, allowed its worst since 2010 against the Auburn Tigers, and some guy named Cam Newton was the quarterback. According to the All-State playoff predictor, Georgia has a 99.9% chance of reaching the CFP. For Alabama, even with a loss to Georgia, it has a 93% chance of reaching the CFP. Now, that drops to 87% with a BYU win over Texas Tech. And just to put a note on that, that point spread in that matchup has Texas Tech right now a 12.5-point favorite over BYU in that one. So a little perspective there. So back to these notes here. Since Mercedes-Benz opened up in 2017, no team has played there more often than these two teams. Georgia is 8-5 inside Mercedes-Benz. 4 of those 5 losses, say it with me, have come to Alabama, with the lone exception being the 2019 SEC championship loss to LSU. Alabama is 8-0 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, when including the Georgia Dome, has not lost a game in the city of Atlanta since 2008, of which we documented yesterday with Corey Reamer, who was on that team, and it's lost to the Florida Gators in the SEC championship game. So, yes, Alabama has won 17 straight games in Atlanta. Now, here's a couple more interesting tidbits. And Wes, I know you're on here with me. Kalen DeBoer and Ed Ogeron. Yes, I'm linking these two names together. Kalen DeBoer and Ed Ogeron are the only coaches to have multiple wins over Kirby Smart without a loss. Both Ed Ogeron and Kalen DeBoer are 2-0 against Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart is 24-10 versus top 10 opponents as the Georgia head coach, but 6 of those losses have come to Alabama. Kalen DeBoer is 7-1 against AP top 10 teams in his head coaching career, with his lone loss coming against Michigan in the national championship game in his last game as head coach for Washington. How are you, Wes Neighbors? What's that? Oh, you talking about Gruden? You talking about Gruden rant? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you love? Yeah. All right, I'll try to grab that, but I just I was there was a few other notes that I was that just made me go, that's interesting. Alabama's Bray Hubbard is tied for the SEC with 4 interceptions. He's also forced 3 fumbles. He and Texas Tech's Jacob Rodriguez are the only FBS players with 4 picks and 3 forced fumbles this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. ESPN Analytics has given Alabama a 51% chance to win this game tomorrow. But they win. But I mean, but they did. Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the latest injury report? There was something else that popped up. Where did I put that? Zion Branch, not Dion Branch, but Zion Branch. He is a backup safety listed as questionable for the Georgia Bulldogs. Jam Miller listed as questionable. So is Cam Dewberry, Josh Cuevas, and Danny Lewis. Those last two. Kevin Riley. Kevin Riley. Yeah, he is out. He is listed as out. We're about to find out, aren't we? We're about to find out, aren't we? Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah. Hmm. I think Gunner's gotten better throughout the year. That's 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 where I was about to go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm. Yeah. No, no, not at all. Not at all. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like Ryan Williams is going to have a big game tomorrow. I don't know why, but I I just think he's going to have a big game. Yeah. I do have Gruden queued up, but Kevin has called in. I did open up to your phone calls. It is a Pick 2 Friday, so this is your show here on Fridays as we try to keep it open to you at 256-576-4977. Kevin, appreciate you calling in. How are you?
I'm doing well, Steve. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. It's been a little bit, but I thought I'd get in there today and talk Bama and Georgia with you guys.
Please.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying we'll just rule the injuries as a wash because they're both banged up on both teams. So if we just be that as it may and go based off of what we've been seeing in the games, I think ultimately the thing that's really going to decide the game for me is if Georgia could get Bama to abandon their run and just become one-dimensional offensively, I think they'll probably win the game. If Bama's patient and continues to run the ball throughout the game and doesn't just give it up, with the depletion at running back for Bama, that's a concern for me going into this game. Because, most of the time when you become one-dimensional against the top opponent, that's never really a good thing for a success. However, injuries being on both sides, both teams. I agree with you. I think Ryan Williams is definitely – I think in order for Bama to win this game outright, Ryan Williams is going to have to show up in a big way. He's kind of, disappeared this season, sophomore slump, whatever you want to call it. But I definitely think Ryan Williams is going to have to show up in this game. I fall back on that Auburn game with Alabama. I feel like in my gut, if you think back to that final drive that Bama gets to go ahead score, they had to have 3 penalties on that drive against Auburn to get in position to win the game. And just something about that situation, if it comes down to something like that again where Bama's got to put together that one drive, I don't see them giving Bama the calls against Kirby. It's just something about Georgia and Kirby, and they to me, as much as I can't stand Georgia, I can't stand Bama. I don't really have no dogs in this race, but Georgia always seems to get the look. It's just like it always goes their way for some reason. So, and what worries me as well is the inconsistency for special teams for Alabama. I think this is going to be a game of you got to get points where you can get points, and if they struggle, like what Wes said, at making those field goals, that could definitely come back and bite Bama in the long run. Ultimately, I think Georgia is going to win this game by a field goal. But I do think if Bama hangs in and continues to run the rock, even if it might be ugly the first half, and they just don't go one-dimensional, I think that gives them a better chance at winning the game.
Well, Kevin, if Georgia does win, I will try my best to find other activities to do other than covering that game because I have Charger basketball tomorrow afternoon. And I know Wes is it's already making Wes very nervous, the fact that I'm not in Atlanta. I am in the state of Georgia. Uh-huh. Yeah,
that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Well, not to get too off topic, but I'm a Gator fan. You guys know that. What's y'all's take on Buster coming to Gainesville? Y'all think that's going to be a good fit?
We may be skewed just because of us following John Summerall so closely, just coming out of Grissom and his journey, and first at Kentucky, and then getting his first head job at Troy, and then the opportunity here that he had in Tulane. He's a winner. He was a winner as a coach and as a play. When Mark Stoops was in his heyday, it's when Summerall was his linebackers coach. And a recruiter, I think it's a great fit. And this is a dog fan telling you. I think it's a great fit. And everybody pointing to Billy 2.0, I don't. It's just simply just looking at Louisiana of coaches coming out of that state. If you really dive into your homework, he's an elite recruiter, and he could get the most out of the 3 stars. I think it's a great fit myself, Kevin.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that I definitely will agree to is player retentions could be really, really huge, and I look forward to seeing what Jaden Ball would look like in this offense that Buster runs.
Yeah.
Because I think that kid is special, and if they focus the offense around his talent, there's no telling what he's going to be able to do next season.
You want to hop on pick 2, Kevin?
Oh man, sounds good.
All right, Alabama, Georgia. Who you got?
Oh, I'm taking Georgia.
Indiana or Ohio State?
Now, see, this was my big shocker right here, man. I'm going to have to go with Indiana on this, man.
You know what? I'm with you, Kevin. I
feel like Ohio State, man, outside of Michigan and then all the way to week 1 from Texas, they've just been coasting by. And Indiana is hungry. They're playing for everything, and Ohio State's been there, done that. Indiana hasn't. So I feel like this is like the be-all of be-all games for them. So I got to go with it, man. I just got a feeling Indiana's going to shock them.
Indiana, Ohio State. That line is 4.5 in 3 different books for the Ohio State. Maybe I'm wrong. I think yeah. I know that. I just seeing them down the stretch, and I've paid a little bit more attention to Indiana and Ohio State for obvious reasons, considering what Scott votes on, what I vote on. I'm leaning Indiana. I really am. So your tiebreaker is total points in the SEC championship game. What is the total points combined for Alabama and Georgia to give me one number?
Okay, so let's go 27-23. So give me 50.
Okay. All right. Thank
you,
Kevin.
It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate the call. Don't be a stranger.
Yes, sir.
Let's take our first time out. Pizza Larry, I promise we'll get right to you. Phone lines are open to you at 256-576-4977. The Drive here on a Friday.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Well-informed truck and SUV buyers wait all year for this moment because they know the year-end deals are worth the wait. Hi, folks. Don Wessels for Woody Anderson Ford, and these are the final days of our year-end sales event. We've got nearly 700 new Fords ready for you, and it's very likely you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Drive home with no payments for 90 days, plus get financing as low as 0% for 60 months on the 25 F-150, Explorer, Escape, Transit Van, and the Lightning. Or choose one of our zero-down 36-month leases starting at just $399 on our most popular models, plus 2 years of complimentary maintenance. First payment due at signing, no security deposit, plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 12/31. This is as good as it gets. No payments for 90 days, 0% for 60 months, and no money down $399 leases. The end of the year is here, and we've got the deals that make that wait worthwhile. Only at Woody Anderson Ford. I'm Don Wessels, and we can't wait to see you.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where AFS comes in, a groundwork company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at afsrepair.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation, but did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at All About Water. Crazy name, huh? Well, let me introduce you to them. All About Water is the top pond builder anywhere in the Tennessee Valley, and that includes remodeling or cleaning out existing ponds as well. They also have monthly maintenance plans for your pond. Don't have a pond? Well, how about a fountain or water feature for your property to bring that soothing sound of running water to your happy place? On the other hand, maybe you have water on your property that you don't want. Well, Ryan at All About Water is all about water, so he could take care of that as well. He has a background in fluid dynamics, and what that means is that he could take care of any water issue that you have. Finally, how about that irrigation system that you have or that you want? Well, they do installs and maintenance and repairs on those as well, because they are all about water. Learn more at allaboutwaterllc.com. That's allaboutwaterllc.com.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at woodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
I guess it is that time of the year. I guess.
It is, Steve.
I know. Jealous.
Come on, Grinch.
Mariah Carey and be done with it. John Gruden. I just want to play a portion of this. It's 7 minutes long. It's really good. I'm not going to play the whole thing, I promise. Pizza Larry, Mike, Keith will get right to you. But in case you didn't hear what John Gruden had to say.
These are some of the concerns I have after further review. We're picking 12 teams. I just want to know this. Why in the hell are we having these conference games? I mean, to determine who the Big Ten champion is, to determine who the SEC champion is. When I was in the NFC South, we played everybody in our division twice a year. So it was pretty easy to see who was the best in our division. When I was in the AFC West, same thing. We played everybody twice. But in some of these conferences, these teams don't even play each other. I mean, hell, I'm looking at Indiana. They didn't play Michigan, Ohio State, or USC. Then I look at Ohio State. They didn't have to go play Oregon or USC. How the hell do you determine who a conference champion is when these conferences are way too big? Some of these conferences got about 20 teams in a conference. It's impossible. Here's my problem. I just point this out to you. Here's Indiana playing Ohio State for the Big Ten championship. Meanwhile, Oregon is sitting at home getting a bye week before the tournament starts. What logic is that? Then you got Alabama playing Georgia for the SEC championship, and you got a team like Ole Miss and Texas A&M. They're fresh as a daisy, man. They don't even have to play a game, but they get into the tournament. What kind of logic is this? That's like the top 2 seeds in the NFC. Let's say the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams having to play to see who the number one seed of the NFC is before we go to the playoffs. Meanwhile, we got everybody else that's in the playoffs sitting at home having a bye week. Does that make sense? Hell no, it doesn't make sense.
There you go. That's just a portion of what Gruden had to
But
say.
what he goes on to say is, that these other teams need to be playing this week. And that's kind of buys into what you have said, Steve, that there needs to be some kind of
play in situation.
Play in, which you were talking about doing away with the conference games. But he's talking about playing the conference games, and the other guys do the play in. Because if you're the top two guys and you're playing these hard schedules, both of you deserve in no matter what.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. If you got time to go listen to it, and I know it's 7 minutes wrong, but it's worth 7 minutes.
So if you truly had, if you kept the SEC championship game, now keep in mind Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas A&M all ended up with one loss, and this is why the tiebreakers were involved here, and ultimately Alabama and Georgia, and then Georgia beating Alabama. Alabama beating Georgia is why Alabama.
There you go, Steve. I know it's hard to say, but I know. Rinse, repeat.
But no, if you really think about, if you had a weekend of, say, Vanderbilt playing Ole Miss or Oklahoma.
Well, he said that Vanderbilt, you need to play the whole thing, Steve. You need to go ahead, because he goes over what we're talking about. He goes over every game and why. But all these teams need to be playing this week, all the teams. Yeah. And really,
I'd love to see Vanderbilt and Notre Dame play, or I just
I don't know if he said Vanderbilt Notre Dame or Vanderbilt plays Texas again.
Yeah,
It just was really, and I didn't agree with everything he says. I never agree with, but I thought that I could live with everything he said.
Yeah.
And it all makes sense. And it's more football, which is what they're talking about.
And then we can also add some value as well of more data points using their vernacular.
Right. What he said basically is 6 teams would be guaranteed. The six, the six. It would be, of course,
your conference champions.
Yeah, the conference champions and the runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
For as long as they're in the top 15, right?
Yes.
So it'd be Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Indiana, and he even said Texas Tech and BYU both.
Yeah.
So those 6 would be automatic in. And then if the ACC champ was the one, Virginia, I guess it is, right? Is Virginia's playing?
Duke is 7-5, and Virginia's 10-2.
Yeah, so Virginia would get in, but Duke wouldn't if they won.
Yes. Virginia only has a 56% chance to win the ACC title game, according to ESPN Analytics. And
those analytics, I don't know why everybody still quotes them, because they're never right.
Well,
they're wrong more than they're ever right.
Pizza Larry, you're up next, sir. Appreciate your patience.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I think all of them should be playing, or none of them. One or the other. Having.
Well, I would say the contenders. I would say the contenders need to be playing this weekend.
Yeah. All the contenders play, or none of the contenders play.
Yeah.
Stay with each one.
Essentially playing. Yeah.
It's like the that's basically you'd have 6 teams, and then you'd have 6 other games would be play-in.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing it and keeping the conference championship. Nobody has ever proposed that before. Everybody say do away with the conference champions and have play-in games. What they're saying is have the conference championships and then have 6 play-in games as well. And I love that idea. I love it.
So is the Penn State AD like just criminally negligent, or what? You can't go into signing day with no coach and come out with 2 commits. You set the program back 2 or 3 years, even with NIL and transfer portal.
I've been traveling today. Is the Matt Campbell story, is that complete? Is that done?
Yeah, he talked to, they talked to the team today. That's a done deal. But Penn State only had, I got a bunch of friends that are Penn State guys. Talked to one at length today, and they only signed 2 recruits, Steve. 2.
For the ninth or something in this, they're horrible. I mean, they're at the bottom of the barrel.
And Matt Campbell's still okay signing up for that, I guess. So.
Well, I mean, you're going to pay him a bunch, and he has a chance to be, he's at an institution, and they'll get it figured out. He'll get people there.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to take a lot of work. You got 2 guys coming in.
But it's that there was one thing that Penn State really wanted to do, and that was get rid of James Franklin. And so they did that.
Yeah, but the way they did it, then the wait is long. I just think they
well, that's why that shows everybody they didn't have a plan other than getting rid of James Franklin.
Ready, fire, aim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pizza Larry, we've got jammed up phone lines. You want to hop on pick 2?
Yeah, I think that AD needs to send a bill for agency fees for about 8 coaches because he got them all extensions and raises.
Jimmy Sexton season. It is Jimmy Sexton season. Yeah. Alabama, Georgia. Who you got in the SEC championship game?
Alabama, Ohio State, 52.
You said Bama, Ohio State, and 52. It is yours, sir.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Mike is up next. How are you, Mike? Are you there, Mike? Mike or Keith?
Hey, Mike, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, there you are. How are you, Mike?
Doing good, Steve. How are you?
Good. You just want to hop on pick 2?
Yeah, I just listen to all that talk. I want the championship game. You got to see who's the best in the conference.
Yeah.
But they're trying to.
What about adding some play-in games the same weekend?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
The other guys shouldn't get a week off, but money screwed everything up. We're done.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Kids making more than all the teachers.
Well, welcome to 2025.
That's correct. Ain't nothing we can do about that. But,
and it doesn't say, especially after, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's archived on C-SPAN, but if you go back and listen to Monday's, whatever that was, about the SCORE Act, it does not give me a whole lot of hope that that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, I think we're done. Just ticket prices go up, jerseys go up, seats go up, and, the poor folk are still poor. So.
But we can at least watch it and listen to it, and we'll still be covering it for you as well. So
that's why I listen to you guys.
We're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can, and fortunate that we can get some decent access.
Well, you guys are my sports network. I listen to you every week, every day.
I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
I listen to or watch a game on TV. They screwed Eli Whitney, and I listen to that other guy anyway. But I listen to all them ball games on the radio.
Yeah, I understand that. I do, Mike. What do you think about Alabama, Georgia tomorrow afternoon?
I got Georgia.
Okay. And then Indiana, Ohio State.
Man, Ohio State, I think. Indiana's junior college.
Total points in the SEC championship game is your tiebreaker.
69.
Okay, Mike. It is yours, sir.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it. Keith is next. How are you, Keith?
Good, Steve. How are you?
Good to hear you, Keith.
Good to hear from you, Steve. I just want to get on pick 2.
Georgia, Bama.
I'm going with Alabama.
Indiana, Ohio State.
I'm going Ohio State.
Total in the SEC championship game.
Going 64.
It is yours, Keith.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Crimson Carl is next. Good to hear from you, Crimson Carl. How have you been?
Hey, I'm doing great, Steve. How you doing, Wes?
Doing great.
I ate too much on Thanksgiving. I'm still catching up with that.
I got you, man. I know there's a lot of good games on tomorrow, but there's the best game going for me tomorrow is my youngest daughter's graduating college at Athens State. So
that is,
heck yeah, congratulations.
Shout out to her. I mean,
what's her name?
Listening to this. Pardon me.
What's her name?
Amanda Williams.
Well, congratulations, Amanda. That's fantastic.
I mean, the chances of her listening to this is 0.0, but
well, you never know.
I'm just a proud dad, man. Proud dad.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Congratulations.
Yes, hey, man, and she's got 0 debt. 0.
Oh, man. That's ahead of the game in a big way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Outstanding.
But, I'll jump on pick 2 because I know there's a lot of guys waiting. But,
all good. Georgia, Bama.
I mean, I'm not Crimson Carl. I'm not. I mean, for no reason. But and I'm not an analytics guy, Wes. But we have won 9 out of 10, man, and they got to catch up at some point, man. So
actually, it's 10 out of 11. It's 10 out of 11, Carl.
Okay, well, I'm still going with Georgia.
Ooh, okay. And then Indiana, Ohio State.
Give me the Suckeyes.
Total points in the SEC championship game.
Let's go 56.
It is yours. Again, congratulations. That'll be a fun day for you guys tomorrow. Enjoy it.
Oh, for sure. And I appreciate all you guys do, man.
Thank you. Appreciate the phone call.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great day.
You too. 256-576-4977. Carrie is next. How are you, Carrie?
What's going on, Steve?
We're good. Wes is here too.
Good to talk to y'all. I'd just like to get in on the pick 2.
You got it. Georgia, Bama.
I'm about to go with Bama.
All right. Indiana or Ohio State?
I'm gonna go with Indiana, man. I don't know. I got a feeling about it.
Total points in the SEC championship games, your tiebreaker, sir.
Anybody got 50?
Yeah, I can do that with that combination. Kevin went 50, but he picked Georgia, so you're good to go.
Awesome. Well, y'all have a great weekend, man. We'll
you
talk.
As well.
Appreciate it. Nick is next. How are you, Coach Saban?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I'm good. You want to hop on pick 2, Nick?
Yeah, I just wanted to hop on pick 2.
Georgia, Bama.
Give me Alabama.
And Indiana or Ohio State?
Give me the Buckeyes.
Total points in the SEC championship game?
How about 47?
It is yours, Nick.
I appreciate it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Nick.
Hal has just called in. How are you, Hal?
I'm doing just fine. How are you today?
Doing well.
Hey, I'd like to do the pick 2.
You got it. Georgia, Bama.
Well, I'm going to pick the 2 teams I want to lose and jinx the heck out of them. So I'm going to pick Georgia and Ohio State.
Okay. And then total points in the SEC championship game.
51.
It is yours.
And if everything goes the way I always pick them, I'll lose and I'll win.
With that kind of logic, you can't lose.
There you go. Have a good day. Merry Christmas.
Likewise. Merry Christmas to you. And on the subject of Merry Christmas, our Christmas party is coming up a week from Tuesday. That is December the 16th. Our big thank you to our presenting sponsor of Talent Heating and Air, but it will be at Field Day, which is right off of University Drive, basically right across the street from Topgolf. It's near where the old Burlington Coat Factory place was on University Drive. Tom will be there doing a show noon to 2. Now, the party starts at 5 o'clock when we're going to start our show there at Field Day. There'll be food there. If you bring an unwrapped toy, as we're collecting toys again for Toys for Tots, and it's always a fun time with our listeners, and everybody is welcome.
The two magic words I love: taco bar.
Yep.
You bring a unwrapped toy, we'll feed you. All right.
That's
so
right.
if you got you and the wife and your couple of curtain climbers, come on, bring 4 toys, we'll feed all 4 of you.
That's right. That's a week from Tuesday, December the 16th, at Field Day. And again, a big thank you to Talent Heating and Air as our presenting sponsor, as we'll be collecting toys for Toys for Tots coming up on Tuesday the 16th. Let's go ahead and take our final time out. Final call for phone calls. We are walking you up to the AAC Championship game, courtesy of ESPN Radio. But coming up at the top of the hour, in case you missed it from earlier in the week, our conversation that we had with John Cohen, this happened on Tuesday, the day after the introduction of Coach Golish there for the Auburn Tigers. We'll re-rack that conversation for you. And on the subject of that, I'll tell you what we're going to do tomorrow at 10:30.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Well-informed truck and SUV buyers wait all year for this moment because they know the year-end deals are worth the wait. Hi, folks. Don Wessels for Woody Anderson Ford, and these are the final days of our year-end sales event. We've got nearly 700 new Fords ready for you, and it's very likely you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Drive home with no payments for 90 days, plus get financing as low as 0% for 60 months on the 25 F-150, Explorer, Escape, Transit Van, and the Lightning. Or choose one of our zero-down 36-month leases starting at just $399 on our most popular models, plus 2 years of complimentary maintenance. First payment due at signing, no security deposit, plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 12/31. This is as good as it gets. No payments for 90 days, 0% for 60 months, and no money down $399 leases. The end of the year is here, and we've got the deals that make that wait worthwhile. Only at Woody Anderson Ford. I'm Don Wessels, and we can't wait to see you.
Need tough equipment you can count on? Christopher Equipment has you covered. Whether it's air compressors, trenchers, bucket lifts, concrete tools, generators, skid steers, and more. Serving you with locations in Tullahoma, Shelbyville, Manchester, Fayetteville, and Hazel Green. Christopher Equipment. From job site to backyard, rent or buy, Christopher Equipment delivers the tools you need when you need them. Call 931-455-3900 or visit christopher.equipment today. Christopher Equipment, powering your project.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at All About Water. Crazy name, huh? Well, let me introduce you to them. All About Water is the top pond builder anywhere in the Tennessee Valley, and that includes remodeling or cleaning out existing ponds as well. They also have monthly maintenance plans for your pond. Don't have a pond? Well, how about a fountain or water feature for your property to bring that soothing sound of running water to your happy place? On the other hand, maybe you have water on your property that you don't want. Well, Ryan at All About Water is all about water, so he could take care of that as well. He has a background in fluid dynamics, and what that means is that he could take care of any water issue that you have. Finally, how about that irrigation system that you have or that you want? Well, they do installs and maintenance and repairs on those as well, because they are all about water. Learn more at allaboutwaterllc.com. That's allaboutwaterllc.com.
At Stella at 5 Points, living isn't just about having an apartment, it's about living artfully. Imagine waking up with the upscale feel of Atlanta or Nashville right here in the heart of Huntsville. Modern, stylish apartments, open layouts, stainless steel appliances, and resort-inspired amenities. Nestled in vibrant 5 Points, you'll enjoy walkability, parks, dining, and quick access to downtown without the chaos. Stella at 5 Points. Live artfully. Live Stella. The holidays are here, and so is the holiday pizzazz at Loring & Company Fine Jewelers. At Loring & Company, they know this season is all about family, time, and meaningful connections. And when it comes to finding that perfect gift, they make it easy, enjoyable, and unforgettable. Step into a sparkling world of the world's most desired jewelry brands, all in one place. Their friendly, experienced staff is ready to help you discover something extraordinary. Whether you're shopping for a spouse, a parent, a child, or treating yourself to a little festive shine, finding the right gift doesn't have to be stressful. At Loring & Company Fine Jewelers, it's a pleasure. They'll help you choose a piece that says exactly what you want it to say, beautifully. This holiday season, let the Loring family welcome you into theirs. Visit Loring & Company Fine Jewelers at 800 Airport Road in Huntsville and shop anytime at loringjewelers.com. Add a little holiday pizzazz to your celebrations at Loring & Company Fine Jewelers.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen. Expect to see temperatures fall into the upper 30s for this Friday night. We'll remain quiet. A little bit of patchy fog could develop throughout the overnight as well. Heading into our Saturday, mostly cloudy skies continue. High temperatures reach near 50 degrees for the afternoon.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. The Blitz with Joe Hunk and John Abraham. Weekday morning starting at 9 a.m. on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Final call for phone calls here on a Friday. A story that may impact the Auburn football program came out late yesterday. Kansas State, a team that finished the year 6-6, has declined their bowl invitation. So there are a number of teams that are 5-win teams, and apparently one of those teams potentially that could earn a bowl spot are the Auburn Tigers. So we'll see how that story develops, but an interesting develop as K-State, Kansas State, has declined their bowl invitation, ending the year at 6-6.
All right, Steve, I have a question for you as far as a little trivia here.
You want to squeeze? We've got our 2 phone callers on.
Yeah, we're real quick. SEC championship game results. All right, I'm looking at that. There have been 2 teams. There've not been, but 11 teams out of the conference make the conference. They're
okay.
Right? So there are 3 teams that have made it once. Name those 3 teams.
I've made it once. Mississippi State.
Correct. Are you looking?
No, I've got my hand over my mouth. I'm sitting here thinking.
Yeah, I didn't remember Mississippi State ever making it.
Jackie Sherrill, right? I mean, wasn't it Jackie Sherrill?
It was 1998. I'm not sure. I don't even remember.
Missouri made it twice. Oh, South Carolina when they got Newtoned, when they got jammed. Yeah.
Yep. That's the one more. The other one should be easy.
Oh, last year, the overtime deal. Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good, Steve.
Gotcha. Nothing like being put on the spot right there.
I just found this, and I was interested, because, the years you lose, you don't remember. Georgia and Florida are tied. I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
With appearances after this year.
Behind Alabama. Yeah. Melanie is up next. I promise, Melanie, no questions out of the blue. for you,
Okay.
unless you want that.
No.
Do you want to, anything on your mind, or you want to hop on pick 2?
I'm going to do pick 2.
All right. Georgia, Bama.
Georgia.
Ohio State or Indiana?
Indiana.
And then total points in the SEC championship game, Melanie?
Ooh. 25.
You said 25?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a good old-fashioned slobber knocker on that one. I like it. All right. Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joe is next. What do you say, Joe?
Wouldn't be a show closer without Joe.
Come on
Dave.
now.
I'm right here. Hey, Wes, you want to hop on pick 2 right quick?
Sure. I got Bama.
We're going to go out.
Well, wait a second. Well, hold on now.
Buckeyes.
Wes has Bama, Suckeyes.
And
51. 51. I'm gonna go.
Well,
44.
51's that combination Hal took.
Okay, so he's going to change it. What do you got?
I'm going 44, Steve.
Okay.
So you're doing the exact same as Wes, or the opposite of Wes?
No, I'm doing the same thing. Alabama, Ohio State, 44.
Okay. It is yours. Nothing wrong with going.
Might have somebody else to get on right quick. So
I believe.
Hey, if y'all not watching, you need to watch the
Jack State
championship game tonight on TV.
There's Jacksonville State
Yeah,
taking
I'm
on
waiting on y'all to
Kennesaw
wrap this
State.
up so I can go. I've been listening to Mike. I've been
Yeah,
listening
that
to Mike
kickoff.
Harrison breaks.
Yeah, that kickoff is happening in 3 minutes. Yeah. Conference USA. They're at Jacksonville State.
Yeah.
No Rich Rod, no problem.
Hey, we've done really well with this new coach. And that was one of the things that
Charles Kelly.
When we spoke to John Cohen, when I had him on the phone before I released him to you guys, I said, "Hey, thanks for the coach, buddy. Thanks for letting him go because we've had a great season this year, and for a lot of question marks going in, you can't deny that this is a good season for Jack State.
Yeah, Charles Kelly's a really nice guy too. I mean, he's a class dude.
Yeah, and Coach Crow said he picked him. He said if you're going to pick one, pick him. So I mean, if it's got Coach Crow's blessing, it's got mine.
100%. Yeah.
We need to get Coach Crow on next week.
Can you got me, Steve?
Yeah.
Hey, the next time y'all at Jacksonville, y'all look around. My name's on one of the bricks at that new football stadium. So.
Oh yeah, where at?
Somewhere in the walkways. All I can do.
Okay.
So thank you, Joe.
We're doing a road trip to go to the Rocket here soon, so I'll look around when I'm over there.
I do want to let folks know about tomorrow morning at 10:30. We are going to re-rack some interviews that we have done this week to get you ready for the SEC championship game.
Polishing those up right now.
We had quite a few of, including Barbara Dooley, Reese Davis, Corey Reamer, and coming up on the other side of our top of the hour break, in case you missed it, John Cohen, the Auburn athletic director, to go through that search process for Auburn's new head coach and Coach Golish. And that'll lead you into another championship game, John Summerall's last stand there, the AAC of North Texas and Tulane. Talk to you tomorrow afternoon on Talk
I'm here
Radio.
With Stan McDonald of Jacob Title. Stan, I've heard that every real estate closing at Jacob Title is a very big deal.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Med Banking College Football's championship weekend is about to get underway. The first game kicking off in a few moments on ESPN. It'll be number 25 James Madison taking on Troy in the Sun Belt Championship. Tonight here on ESPN Radio, it'll be the American Conference title game between number 24 North Texas and number 22 Tulane. Coverage will get underway here on ESPN Radio at the bottom of the hour. And the game can also be seen in an hour on ABC. Among the games tomorrow will be the battle between the top-ranked teams in the nation. Number 1, Ohio State takes on number 2, Indiana in the Big Ten Championship. Hoosiers coach Kurt Cignetti talks about being better prepared for Ohio State this season.
A year ago, objectively speaking, you would have to say that it became too big for us at some point in the second quarter and into the third. And we're going to find out Saturday how ready we are.
That'll be one of 5 games on the schedule for tomorrow to the NFL, where the Cardinals have announced quarterback Kyler Murray is done for the year as he continues to deal with a foot injury. Meanwhile, the Commanders get their quarterback back on Sunday. Jaden Daniels returns to face the Vikings from an elbow injury. The Bengals get receiver T. Higgins back for their game in Buffalo against the Bills, while Buffalo will be without defensive end Joey Bosa. The Bears won't have receiver Roma Odunze for their showdown with the Packers. Odunze has been ruled out with a foot injury. Pittsburgh safety Kyle Duggar has been ruled out of Sunday's game against the Ravens. He has a hand injury. And the Falcons won't have receiver Drake London. He's out for their game against Seattle. World Cup draw. The United States draws Paraguay for its opening game.